What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, you guys. Here we are on this, the 30th of May, sitting at about $105.8 thousand with 22 hours and 16 minutes left in the day. Yesterday we had the drop that we were looking for all the way down, closing at 105.5 thousand. Today we actually continued that drop down to 104.6K. We were calling for 105, 104.8, something like that. At the lowest, my expectations would have been around like 101, 102K, but this is an area that we've long expected. It is very possible. It's very possible that Bitcoin could continue to go lower, but I have a feeling it might not. We'll see. You know, I want to just look at this on a 30-day period here. Let's see. So we are dropping, right? We went from a 68 to a 61 on our fear and greed index, and that's fine. We're not hitting that extreme greed areas yet. We're definitely loading up for the extreme greed areas. Oftentimes when we're in those extreme greed areas, that's actually when we're at the top of the move. So we're loading up for that now. But sometimes you find a little turbulence here, as we are. We were a little bit hot, close to that area. We had to cool off. This did it, right? 2% on Bitcoin's price did it, and that's I shouldn't say 2%. Really, overall, from a high to a low, I guess that was a 8%, 7%, 6.5% drop. Not that big of a drop still, but that did it, I think. I think that reset us enough. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but it does seem as though people are kind of worried that something greater might be glooming as far as a pullback goes, and that's making me curious. And it could be. And not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Maybe it is, but I'm not expecting we go lower. Low to high here. If we are to go lower, the lowest that I would give us is 95.8K, right? Something like that right there. And it's possible. If it does happen, this is just the beginning. We're going to move down very, very fast, and this is going to happen over the coming days. Like within a week's time, we'd be down there. So if it happens, we'll know within a week's time. There's also a possibility, strong chance that we could find support at the 236 at 101.7K right there. But, you know, if we look at this, if we look at our journey here from a low to a high, here we found support at the 236. Here we did not. We didn't. We actually stayed above it. Here we did not. We didn't even come close. Here we are not doing it still. So I'm not completely convinced that we have to go lower. I do like where we are now. Let's actually look at this on a 1 hour time frame and see if we can better define this maybe. Because we're at a good area to bounce here at the 50, man. So look at the 1 hour time frame. Getting this here. Very nice recovery at the low. A lot of volume coming out, but this is on Coinbase. Okay, a lot of volume coming down, but not a lot of volume on the end here. I think all the sellers left, man. When all the sellers leave, what's the price do? It does exactly what it's doing now. Bullish divergence on the 1 hour time frame. Man, if Bitcoin starts moving up, you know the rest of crypto is going to move up too. It's going to be an up day for everybody. Get your altcoins set, man. If you want to buy a crypto, it's on discount today. Not for long, my friends. Probably not for long. Looking at the 4 hour time frame here, double bottom at the oversold zone. You can't even get oversold in these fearful environments. I mean, I'm not kidding, man. From this, you look at lower high, lower low like this right here, you should have gotten oversold. The fact that you didn't is a testament of strength, actually. So if this 4 hour candle in the next 2 hours and 13 minutes does close green, and I don't know about you, but this is a bullish looking candle so far with some bullish looking prospects on the 1 hour here. Not a whole lot of volume, I guess. We got 13 minutes left. We'll see how it goes. I mean, this 1 hour looks like it wants to continue, which would imply that this 4 hour would also close green. And if it closes green, you're getting a double bottom here. That is bullish divergence. That'd be good. That'd be good for a move all the way back above 108K. And I think if we do that, we're just finding support at prior resistance and we're continuing to run. Right? That's all it is. I think over here, I was looking at this. Do you guys remember like a few days ago, we're on the 4 hour time frame. So it would have been like on the probably on the 28th or the 27th. I was saying we might have a running flat here with this low high. It's kind of like a yin yang, right? Do you see what I'm talking about? Like if you drew a circle over this zone here, you got like the yin and the yang over here, I guess. I don't know. It's like that. I can't draw a yin and yang sign, but you get what I'm saying, right? It's a running flat. Maybe this overall, maybe this was our running flat here. I don't know. Something like that, finding support here, and then we continue to run. Either way, regardless of what kind of consolidation or formation this is, I think it's clear as day that we are finding support at prior resistance here, prior all-time high resistance here. And the markets do seem a bit spooked. All the while, on a daily RSI basis, we are finding support at the 50, which is actually pretty damn well in line with these higher lows here. It's pretty perfect if you ask me. And on the RSI, trending, most of the time, horizontal lines matter. Diagonal lines are nothing to consider. But on the RSI, trends are actually something that should be held a little bit more significant, I guess. They should hold more significance in your analysis. And something like this, I mean, maybe we're here, maybe we have a little bit lower to go, but at this rate, you know, I wouldn't expect that we go any lower than $101.7 thousand. I really wouldn't expect that we go lower. So if we do go lower, 101.7K would be the lowest. I don't think that we'll see 95K. Maybe we will go lower. we'll bounce right there and then come back up. There'll be like this look of a head and shoulders pattern, and then instead of breaking down, we'll break out. We'll just throw off the whole market. That really wouldn't surprise me at all. But from here, I'm not kidding, man. The 4 hour looks bullish. The 1 hour looks bullish. I'm having a hard time being bearish here, and my expectation would be to see some kind of a retracement to the upside. So from a high to a low, the expectation now would be that we go to about at least $107.4 thousand, at least there. But if we can get above there, if we can start seeing prices back above like $109,000, you guys, then this was the low. We've confirmed it, and we're ready to move to new all-time highs again. So looking at this on a 4 hour time frame, I mean, all that can take place over the weekend, over the coming days. Likely it doesn't happen over the weekend, but I feel like we're overdue, man. We're overdue for an exciting weekend. We've had boring weekends, so many weekends in a row now. It's been like 6 weeks in a row. And Bitcoin is notorious for having boring weekends, right? The magic doesn't normally happen over the weekends, but there are those times where we do. So we've got to be overdue for some kind of an exciting weekend. Could this be it? Could we start to move? I don't know. The 4 hour is suggestive of that, but it would have to close green. This 4 hour is only suggested now if it closes green. If it does close red, if we do get into the oversold zone, then, well, today's going to be a little bit of a continuation of what yesterday was, and we actually will go down to that $101.7 thousand area. So keep that in mind, right? It is possible that we could go to 95K, but I'm not expecting that. I am expecting, as of now, I am calling for this to be the low. I like the 1 hour RSI. I like the 4 hour RSI. I think it looks like it wants to go higher right now. And if that's the case, I think today's going to be a green day. And if that's the case, we're bouncing off the 50, which might imply that we have a good weekend, if not certainly some kind of bullish prospects next week going into the early phases of June. When we do move higher, we're at $105.7 thousand now, high to low, from our prior all-time highs to our lows that we had there on April 7th. The expectation would be to go up to our 1272 to 1618 area. And look at this, man. We're finding support right at the 886. The more that I look at this, if today closes green, man, if we close like this, there's no doubt in my mind. I take it all back. I said that we would have to close up above 109, basically above 109.2K, get above that golden ratio before we can confirm that the low's in. I take it back. If today closes green, and we bounce like this, if we're looking like this, like we tip the 886 and found support here, there's no doubt in my mind now that this is it and that we're moving up higher. This is actually a very bullish formation. Consolidating in this area, moving up, checking back, boom, you rip, dude. You just rip 9 out of 10 times, and oftentimes you won't stop until you hit the golden ratio. So it's very possible that in the next couple of weeks here, we see $140,000, $130,000 coming online. And that makes sense. We were expecting that to happen by the end of this month. We were not looking for this to happen, so we're going to push it back a couple of weeks. It makes sense, right? So 130, 140K is still a target area to consider. Even more so now with this, it's just probably over the next couple of weeks. That'd be the expectation. I don't think I have anything else that I want to say. I've said everything I need to say. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.